It is your girl here at Connect the Dots with Candida with the beautiful panel here that you see every Saturday and every Monday. So we come to educate, we come to motivate, we come to encourage. So it's all about who we are, what we're doing, our struggles, our excitement, our business. So today we have a beautiful topic for you. And I'm just going to ask you this question. Have you ever shared a business opportunity with someone? And the first thing they asked was, is it real or is it a scam? So we get that question very often because a lot of people, especially when you mention something as online business, a lot of people will just get scared because they think that it's a scam. Those are fair questions. We get that a lot. But that's why today we are going to discuss the key points about what you should do when venturing into something you're not sure. When you're starting something new in your life, you want to make sure you do your due diligence to see if these things that they're talking about are real. And that's why we're sitting here. We'll come here every time and we talk about this business. Today we're not here to convince anyone. We're here to lay it out how it is in our digital business. Why make this business different from other business that you might have tried in your past? So we come here as mothers, as wives, as business owners. We also have something to prove to our family. I cannot come here and sit here if I'm doing something illegal. What am I teaching my children, right? This is a key thing to see that this business is legit because you know that the business that is not legit, the person on the other side will not want you to see their face. Sometimes we'll be live here and the kids will come. Do you think that I will want you to see my kids if this business was something that I have to hide? I have a good job that I need to protect. I work for the government. There is no way I will show my face here if I know that this is going to implement my job. It's something that you have to see if these people are legit because some of us we have a lot to lose if we involve ourselves in illegal business. So that is the key thing you have to look into it. And we have some beautiful points here that we're going to bring out to you so that you can look into this and see how important it is to do your research, to ask this kind of question before you venture into this kind of business. So without further wasting your time, you already know who I am. I am Candida. I'm a mom of two. I am originally from Cameroon. And sometimes you see me going live about soccer. I am from a soccer family. So the World Cup is going on now. So when I have the time, I have to highlight the World Cup and the games that are going on for today. So if you follow me, you'll see that I'm all over the place, especially when it comes to the sport. Soccer is only once every 4 years. So if I don't enjoy the World Cup this time, I might not see it until the next 4 years. So that's why you see me into it. It has sometimes I put business on the side just to enjoy my soccer games. So it is part of my life. So this just said that this woman is real. Okay. So all right. Let's not waste time. I'm gonna call on my business partners and then they will introduce themselves and then dive into the point they will have to discuss about the legitimacy of our business. So I will call on Mentor Eunice. Please go ahead and introduce yourself and then talk about the key point you have for this, for the things that you should look into while venturing into a new business.
All right. Thank you so much again. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, according to the time from wherever you are watching from. Once again, my name is Eunice, a mom of four, and a digital business owner, and I'm proud of it. Today, I just want to highlight some point that point out how to spot a legitimate business and the opportunity that comes with it. Right. I mean, if you want to go into any business, you want to make sure it's legitimate, which is right, which is okay. So joining the business, you have to do your research. And that's what makes me and all my partners and every one of us to be happy to tell you today about this digital business. This particular one that we are in, that you see us coming up every day, has been in existence for 52 years. And we are even in the mood of celebration celebrating the 52nd years of one business, one particular business, online digital business. And you can trust that. I mean, for a business to be in the system, established for 52 years, and guess what? Still continue to get bigger. It's even expanding speedily at this time. So, and there is a promotion going on now. My viewers all around the world, if you are still doubting, this is real. This is real business for 52 years. I mean, a 52 years old woman will have go to school, get married, settle, get job and everything, and still pushing on. So it is indeed a wonderful, legitimate business. And another is that if you want to join like we do, you do your due diligence, you do research, you ask questions. That's what we do. That's what we did. That's what make us all of us to be here. So you know do your research, ask question. We are here to help. We are here to to answer any question. Check for real stories, and we have them plenty. Like my people will say, we have them boku. They are testimonies that you will hear, you will even run to come and join this business. The testimony of people, the consistency of the business, the transparency of the business makes all of us to come in because we try to do our due diligence, we did the research, and we see that this business is real and it's genuine and it is legitimate. Like with my people in Canada, they pay uh, their tax. I don't know what they call it, but here in America, you pay 1099. It is real. It is recorded. You can trace it. You can track the record of this business to show that is indeed it is a real business. And guess what? In this real business, no pressure. A genuine opportunity come to you to learn and to decide without forcing you. We are not chasing anyone. We are not pressurizing anyone. We are not doing, any hide and seek for with anybody. So don't let the excitement replace the research. Do the research, ask question, learn the fact, and make informed decision. So a good opportunity will always stand up to a careful examination. That is what I have for us today. Thank you.
Thank you, sis. Thank you very much. Yes, yes. What I like about what she just said is we are doing promotion for this business that have been in existence for 52 years. It's not those ones that come to today and tomorrow they disappear. You have heard a lot lately about some of them coming few months, within a year, they crash. This business being in existence for 52 years show you that it's a solid foundation. It's something worth looking into. Thank you, sis. Let's move over to our mentor, Geraldine. Please take the floor, introduce yourself, and give us one of the key points people should be looking into while venturing into your adventure.
Thank you so much, Candida. My name is Geraldine. I'm a registered nurse by profession, a mom of 3 amazing kids, a royal wife to my husband, and a Nigerian living in Canada. Yeah, I'm proud to say I'm a global D2 business owner. So I'm going to share, before you venture into any business, especially online business, I want you to look at how money is generated. Because you have to know how compensation is being paid. Like, you can't just join into a business, you don't know how the business runs, and they will tell you you're going to make money, you don't know where the money is coming from. So always ask questions. Like Eunice said, do your due diligence, research, ask questions before you venture into any business. So like this, our digital business, we have products and services in place, and the products are part of the business. So for a new person to start their business, they have to purchase a product package for their own personal and household use. And all the products that have like health benefits, which is very good. You are getting the benefits of the products, and you are at the same time getting commission. So we have compensation plan, and everything is explained upfront before you start your D2 business. So when during your 30 days membership trial, you're going to have videos that will explain everything in details, how this business is structured, how you earn, how you accelerate your success. It will even show you the pension plan, because this business also have a pension plan. So for those of you who are thinking you don't have enough for your pension, this is an opportunity to also venture into a business that will yield you more income during your pension, because especially for the immigrants who migrated abroad in old age, after 30 years of age, you don't have much years to work, and when you check how much you're going to get for your pension, you see that is nothing. You cannot even pay mortgage, cannot even pay house rent, to talk about food. So but this business, their pension plan is very, very, very lucrative. Like the startup is from 5,000 USD, and it doubles. And the pension, it doesn't mean that you have to reach 65 years or 70 years before you retire. You can actually, there are many people in this business that have reached that level in their 30s, in their 40s. While they are still running this business, they are getting that pension on monthly basis, even without being old, even without retiring. They are still running the business, but the pension comes. So this business is very, very good in a way that it can pay you compensation up to 7,000 USD in just one sale, depending on the level you are. So it's a business you will build. You start small and you will grow it to the level where you will be happy in future. So I want to encourage you, if you're out there, you're looking for opportunities that will change your life. If you're looking for a real business with real products in place, with real compensation plan, everything set in place for you, come and check it out. See if it's for you or not. When you see the amount that is involved in this business, like how much you're going to be earning, the earning potential, you will be amazed. You'll start asking yourself, what have you been doing since? That's the same question I asked myself. I was like, what have I been doing when I'm seeing this opportunity? I've been seeing it for a long time, but I never believed anything online is legit until I ventured into this digital business, and I started regretting. Why didn't I take action since? Why have I been doubting? So don't, before you venture into any business, check it out and see if it's a legit business like this one, which have a clear compensation plan. Everything will be explained for you before you venture into the business. So you check it out before you take action, and reach out to any of us, especially this time, as Eunice said, the promotion that is going on celebrating our 52 years anniversary. Check it out and take the advantage of this. Thank you so much. Over to you, Candida.
All right. Thank you, sis. Well explain about our compensation plan. You know, when you're coming into a business that has something that you should look forward to, that is a very good thing to say that, you know, when you reach a certain level in this business, you get to some sort of compensation plan that will guarantee your future. And that is very good. Thank you for highlighting that. All right. Let's move over to Mentor Imelda. Please introduce yourself and then give us one of the key points you should be looking for when starting a new business.
Thank you. So my name is Imelda. I'm originally from the Philippines and currently living here in Alberta. And I've been in the business for 5 years more than now. And I'm with my family here. And I am also a proud digital business owner. So a good place to start is by looking at this training and support they provide. A legitimate business doesn't just ask you to sign and then leave you to figure everything out on your own. It should it should invest in helping its members and to grow. So think about it this way: if you've never driven a car before, would someone simply hand you the keys and expect you to learn what to do and how to operate that car? Of course not. You'd need lessons, guidance, and someone to answer your questions along the way. So same's true with our digital business. In our organization, we have step-by-step training that members can access anytime, anywhere. So you can learn at your own pace. We also have mentors who are willing to guide and support you wherever you need help. And on top of that, we meet virtually once a week as a global community. So it's not mandatory to all members, but it's a chance or opportunity to learn, share ideas, celebrate wins, and hear real experiences from people in different parts of the world. So it's encouraging because you realize you're not learning alone. And another thing I appreciate is our transparency. We show up live like this. If we are scam, we don't want to show up our faces in social media, and what would our kids or children, just like Candida would think about, like Candida said earlier. So we introduce ourselves, we openly share our experiences because we have nothing to hide. That doesn't mean every member will have to, do the same, will have the same results. Everyone journeys depends on their own efforts, consistency, and circumstances. But it does show that there are real people behind the business. So before you join any digital business, ask these questions. Will I receive proper training? Is there ongoing support and mentorship? Is there a real community where people help one another? Are, are the people behind the business open and transparent? So if the answer is yes, that's a good sign. You're looking at a business that values people, not just sign ups. And to answer to Eunice, say we call that in Canada tax. The tax is T4, so it is taxable. And that's for me. Thanks to your host. Back to your
Thank
host.
you, thank you, thank you. I like that because if you're going into a business that do not offer training, proper training, a training that is understandable, something that you can follow, you better ask yourself what you're getting into it. And if you're going into something that you don't have anybody to reach, like our global community where you can reach as many people as you want, this is just to show that this business is together. I remember doing a business online, signing up for a business a while ago. And once you register, you're on your own. There's nobody for you to talk to. You are confused. You don't know what you're supposed to do next. So that is like when you compare the businesses, you will see our business. First of all, you are dealing with individuals, on a daily basis. You can talk on the phone, you can share screen, they can show you how things work, and you follow the training that will tell you exactly what to do. So that is very, very powerful. It's a very powerful key to look into it, how you will be guided through so that you can succeed. And that's why we come in. You have all these mentors, you have coaches, and you have that global community that is there to help each other. That is something you should be looking forward to. So if you were thinking that you might be left alone, no, you have a community that's there to support you. Thank you, sis. All right, let's move over to Mentor Esinam. Please introduce yourself and give us a key point that somebody should look at while joining into a new business.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Sister Candida, and thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Happy Saturday, wherever you are. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And my name is Esinam, a proud mother of three wonderful children. I live in Ontario, Canada, originally from Ghana. So today, I want to talk about looking out for unrealistic promises. And this is what most people, when we're on social media, we see these promises. Oh, you make 1,000 in a week without any effort. You get so excited because you know your situation, you know what you are in, and you want to get out. But today, I want to say pause. Take your time and check into it. Don't just jump into it because they promised you huge sums of money that you are going to make without any effort. The truth is that for every legitimate business, whether traditional or digital, it requires effort. You don't just, success does not come overnight, it takes time. You have to learn, you have to be consistent, you have to show up. There is so many things that you have to put into it before you achieve that success. Today, we're talking about people who are making it in our community. When they are sharing their struggles of how they started, you know that the success that they are talking about today did not just come overnight. And so I want to tell you, if you are out there, yes, we say this business is a gold mine, but we don't get that overnight. You have to work at it. It requires effort. Before you start a digital business, ask yourself, is this transparent? Are there trainings? Do they talk about how the rewards, and these are all what my partners are talking about. Ask yourself these questions. Take your time, do your own due diligence, because it is very important. Some few years ago, I was in this business, all right, but I was like, oh, I want things to move faster. So I joined another business. Before I realized, it's just collapsed on me. I lost money. And I was like, what is this? I'm just sharing this so that you know that this is a legitimate business. I am talking about this because I have experienced scams before, but this one, I have been in it almost 3 years and I'm still talking about how legitimate it is. Don't sit down there and think everything is a scam. There are real ones out there. Thank you.
Thank you, sis. Thank you. Yeah, the business that is going to promise you heaven and earth overnight, no, think about it. Think about it. We always talk into our business that this is a a progress. You're climbing up the ladder step by step. It's not like you're gonna start the business today and you're on top of your ladder the next day. No, the business go in progress. You have to give yourself time. Some people come to this business and quickly see results right away. Yes, everybody is different. But when you're coming to a business, just know that it's a business that you got to put your effort. It's a business that you got to be consistent, just like Mentor S&M said. You have to put your effort into it. It's not something because people show that, yes, this is what I got today, that you're going to get the same thing if you don't show your effort. It's not going to work that way. But just know that in every business, you need time. You need, because you are doing your investment, that you need to work hard on that investment. You're looking for the return on investment in the future. And when that comes, that's when the business is now very sweet. But it's not a get rich quick scheme. Don't think of it that way, because it's not going to happen. We say this every day. You're coming to open your business and you need to work on your business and for a business to survive. So thank you for sharing that idea, sis. All right, let's move over to Mentor Miriam. Please introduce yourself and share your own point. Why the reason why people should look for before joining the business.
Thank you, Candy. Wagwan people.
Wagwan.
Go on.
Okay, so when you're trying to figure out if a digital opportunity is truly legitimate, and I can speak for all of us, we were cautious, we were wary, we were skeptical, we were doubting, all of the above and more. So one of the most powerful thing that we did, or you can do, is to listen to the real people, not the ads, not the polished videos, nor the hype. Real customers, real business owners, and real stories. Because behind every opportunity, there are people who have lived the experience, and their voices carry the truth that marketing can't hide. So, this business consists of over 250,000 people in our global community. And if you listen to us, the real members, people juggling work, people who have kids, people who are doing caregiving, people, immigrants like us, and just life in on a whole, you can hear the real story from us. So these honest conversations can save you from stepping into something that isn't aligned maybe with your values, and they can also help you to recognize a real and genuine opportunity when you see one. So listening to the real experiences is like turning on the light in a dark room. Suddenly you can see what's real, what's possible, and what's worth your time. And so my advice or suggestion is, before you join anything, listen to the people who have lived it. Their stories will guide you better than any ad can ever could. And I'd like to say, in our business community too, we have a group of people, and they're called job quitters. And so they and who are becoming job quitters can tell you their story from their start, how they were transformed, how their lives are restored, how their legacy are being built. And so you listen to those people, stop letting fear or critics keep you in the dark, flick the switch on and look at the real track records and protect your family's future. Back to you, Candy.
Thank you, Mentor Miriam. That is so true. Listen to the people who are into this business. It's very, very important to actually listen to the real individuals that are running this business. And that's where that our webinar comes into place. Because when you watch the webinar, you listen to real testimonial. When you hear the struggle that people went through before finding this opportunity, you realize that you are not out there alone, because you might be going through your own. Everybody have a unique story. The reason why they choose this in the first place. And like she said, some people have quit their jobs because they realize that the job that they were spending, 50 hours, 40 hours a week on it was not even doing much for them compared to what the business that they spend 2 hours, 3 hours a day would do for them. So those are the real success stories that you want to look into it when venturing into something. You hear people, you can see, you can even join the webinar live to see it and hear it for yourself. This is one of the key points that if you're looking into the business that you want to venture into, come and check it out. And guess what? This is not like the same people that you're going to see every day. The testimonial is coming from different people, which means, like she said, this company have over 257,000 people, who have made that decision to change their life. So that is a powerful way to look at how legitimate this business is. All right, let's move over to Mentor Marilyn. Please introduce yourself and share your own point. The reason why people should do this before joining the business.
Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. I'm Marilyn from the Caribbean island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but have been living in Toronto, Canada for most of my adult life. Most of my sisters have basically covered why you should be, what you should do before starting a business. Like any business, you have to do your research, and that's a given. But what you need to do in this business, what I have found is that the beauty of it is that we have got at least 3 hours of videos when you decide to join the business. Before you even make an informed decision, you're given these videos so you can see live testimonials. You can you could speak to mentors where you could ask as many questions as you want. Because for me, I thought that my mentor was fed up with me because I kept asking every question in the book. But you have to do your due diligence like any other business. And so everybody have said it. This business it transforms lives. It's a business that you can leave a legacy for your family, for your kids. It's not a get rich quick business. So, if you're out there on the side and probably feeling stuck, do you want to wait 5 years and look back and say, boy, am I in the same spot I was 5 years ago? Or would you like to make one decision now and change your future? Because that's what it's basically about. And like we've all said here, we're not going to put our faces on something that's not legit and not real. Well, I won't. And I know my sisters won't either. So for any of you out there that's listening, I know you see different people online. I know social media also is kind of sketchy at times with certain things, businesses. But as long as you do your due diligence and you really take the time to learn about this business, you would not regret it. That's a decision that you would make that could change your future and the future of your families. Back to you, Candida.
All right. Thank you, sis. Now, viewers, you have heard all these points that you can do before joining the digital business or before joining any business at all that you want to venture into. Every successful entrepreneur starts by asking questions. Just like Mentor Marilyn has said, she asked so many questions. She just wants to be sure that what she was getting into is real. Every successful entrepreneur do research. You want to make sure that you research about what you're getting into and then making those informed decisions, because that's a decision that, they always say, when you make your bed, so shall you lie on it. Because when you make that decision, you have made a decision to improve your life. And it's very important to look into it before venturing into it. Don't allow fear or opinions of others to make your decision for you. Okay, listen to yourself. Sometimes we have our intuition. Listen, learn, ask questions, and understand the fact before making any commitment. Knowledge is one of the best investments you can give yourself, because informed decision lead to a better opportunities. So today we have discussed the key points to you. Research the company. We know that our company have been in existence for 52 years. Understand the people and how they earn money. And we talked about that. Look for real services and products. We have let you know how we deal. We don't sell, but we do have products and service that you can use for your own household use only. Check the training and support to see if supports are available. These are the things that we talked about. You come in, you get your training, you get support from our community, and look at the unrealistic promises. You know that we don't make those promises. We tell you the way it is. We say you're not going to get rich quick tomorrow. It's something you have to work for to build your company. And listen to the people that are doing this business, their experience. That's where you need to watch our webinar. You need to be part of it so that you can hear it and see it for yourself. And please do your research, because we can talk about all this however we want to talk about it. At the end of the day, the decision is yours. So we want to thank you for watching us today. And we hope to see you next time at Connect the Dots with Candida, where we come and educate people, where we come and encourage, where we share some light, we share our challenges, we share our excitement. It all happens here at Connect the Dots with Candida. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful weekend. And I hope to see you whenever I'm highlighting the FIFA World Cup. So join me live when that is happening. I don't know, it can happen any time of the day. I will be on live for another soccer update. So join me when you see me. Enjoy the weekend, guys. Bye-bye.